I'm Michelle, and I want to show you how to make a delicious free-form harvest apple tart that's made with a homemade crust that's really easy to prepare, even if you've never made a pie or tart before. So let's get started with the pie crust. I'm using a food processor, which I love to do because it's great for not over-mixing and making your dough tough. So I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of butter, softened, and 1/2 cup of Philadelphia cream cheese spread. And the cream cheese is the key because it makes your crust really tender and very flavorful. Using the pulsing action, just mix until the dough forms a soft ball. Perfect. Take the crust out, and then just using your hands, lightly shape it into a ball. Again, don't want to over mix the crust dough because you don't want to make it tough. Next, I'm going to get a sheet of plastic wrap. I'm going to place the dough in here, wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, and let it chill for 1 hour. Now, the chilling is really important, too, because it just helps rolling out the dough and, again, not making a tough dough. So the dough is chilled for 1 hour, and now I'm going to lightly flour the counter so that the dough doesn't stick as we start to roll it out. So just place it in the center. Using a rolling pin, I'm going to roll it out the dough to make a 14 by 8 inch rectangle. And just work back and forth. If the dough is a little sticky, you can add some more flour to the surface. But try not to overwork the dough because you don't want to make it tough. Once I get it to a 14 by 8 inch rectangle, then I'm going to move it over to the baking sheet that I've covered with parchment paper. And parchment paper is great because it's perfect for easy cleanup. You can just throw it out after. So the crust looks great, it's all done. Now for the center part. I'm going to combine 1/2 package of Philadelphia cream cheese spread with 1/2 package of Jell-O lemon jelly powder. And just mix this together. Just mix it together until it makes a nice creamy lemon mixture. Great. Now we're going to spread this down the center of the tart, and you want to leave a 2-inch border around the pie crust. So just place it in the center. I like to use an offset spatula and just gently spread it across. Great, now we're just going to set this aside. And now for our apple mixture. I'm going to combine together 2 thinly sliced Empire or Spy apples, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and the remaining dry jelly powder. And then just mix this all together. Now, you can also use other fruits such as plums or pears, or you can do a combination. Just make sure that all the sides of the apples are coated. Perfect. And then place the apples on top of the lemon cream cheese filling. This is such a pretty dessert. Just going to wash my hands. Great. Now comes the fun part. Take the edge of the crust and just work it towards the center. And just finishing with the crust, this looks great. Now I'm going to top the apples with a 1/3 cup of sliced almonds. Great, and then finish the crust off with a little bit of egg whites that I've beaten. And this is going to add a nice golden color and shiny color to the crust. So just brush all the way around. So I'm going to bake this in the oven at 400 degrees for 35 minutes or until the crust is a beautiful golden color and the apples are tender. Voila, a superb rustic fruit tart that looks just as great as the ones you see in magazines. For more recipe ideas and videos, visit us at craftcanada.com.